last year been like for you? I remember you tweeted out some very controversial things last year over your past management. Then you're kind of in limbo. You signed with Don King, and now you're here. What's the last 12 to 16 months been like for you?
As you guys know, the boxing game, it's about who you're with. If you have the right people, no matter who you are, they'll make you into a superstar. There's a lot of great fighters, even right now, that are sitting in their house, that that are being benched. They don't get the opportunity to perform because of the people they have in their corner, the people holding them back. I had to do with a lot of boxing politics. As you know a little bit about it. But I'm just happy that Don King took me under his wing and brought me back. He promised me something, and I promised him to give him a good fight. So I'm just happy to be back with Don King, and I'm happy to be on the stage again because being out, every day I've been missing the sport so long, and it's been depressing, because I want to be in the ring, I want to fight, and fights got made and got canceled. I'm just very happy to get the opportunity to fight, and I'm very happy to be back.
Vaughn, this final question for me. Do you think Saul Alvarez plays by a different set of rules in boxing?
I think so. The fact that he gets 6 months and Weed gets 9 months, they should say something. Chavez Jr. failed, and he gets 9 months for smoking weed, and Canelo gets, for steroids 6 months. It's like, okay, if you have to pick, I'll, choose weed. You know what I mean?
One of your sponsors, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cushy punch. There you go. That's right.
Minus 2 years off. How you feel about that? 2 years. You back after Lara fight?
I'm doing really good, man. I mean, I wanted to get back. The reason why I had problems with past management is because the fights got made. I took those fights. I didn't get full camps for those fights, and I took those fights always on short notice. And it was basically I was doing favors for them. Oh, you want to fight this guy on this time? I was taking the time. But for this fight, we were in training. We were supposed to fight 2-3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Before I got the call. So we were in camp. We were ready to go. So I'm happy this is actually the first time that I'm actually in shape and ready to go when I got the call.
Vanes, what makes Armenian fighters so tough? I mean, we said with Argentinian, with you. What is it about Armenian fighters?
I mean, the will. I mean, we're a small group of people, so we always stick together. So we always, growing up, from our history, we always have to fight through, a lot. We have to be tough and we have to fight through it, and that's why we are tough, man. We just don't give up. Just like Mexican fighters, man. We come in there, once we're in the ring, we put on a show. We wanna just make the fans happy, and all my fights, to believe it or not, even when I won, if it didn't end in a knockout, my Armenian fans were not happy. Even if I won, they want to see like people going at it. They want to see war. They want to see action.
Vanes, I think a lot of people forget your decorated amateur experience with 8-time national champion, the 2004 representing the U.S. in the Olympics. What do you say to the naysayers that are not giving you a great of a chance against Golovkin?
I mean, if people do research, me and Golovkin were in the same Olympics, 2004. He fought Andre Durrell in that Olympics. We're in the Olympics. I saw him fight in the Olympics, and I saw him when he lost to Russia. So we've been together all this time, and the reason I think I got the fight is because people know my history. They know that I have had experience, 130 amateur fights, U.S. Olympian, 40 professional fights. I mean, all that is gonna be advantage of me for this fight.
Last question, guys.
I know a lot of people are expecting this fight to heavily go Gennadi's way, but given what you said, do you feel the fight will be a lot more competitive and go beyond expectations of what people are thinking of?
I mean, how many times have you guys, done interviews where you guys ask the guys those questions, and then the guy comes and you guys all, I know what you guys are thinking in the back of your heads right now. You're like, he's fighting a giant, he's fighting a killer. All right, we'll see on the 5th. We'll see. It's gonna be answer a lot of questions about him because we're gonna bump. It's gonna be train hitting the train. You know what I mean? I want to see what this man has, and I want him to just try test my Armenian power, and let's see what's up. You know what I mean? I want him to test it.